Chosen one, stop what you're doing right now. Don't scroll. Don't click away. Because if your eyes are on this video, it's not by coincidence. It's divine alignment. You've been praying for confirmation, asking God to speak, saying, "Lord, give me a sign." This is that sign. Heaven has located you. I need you to hear this with your spirit. God said, do it in public. The time for hiding, waiting, and second-guessing is over. The very thing you've been afraid to do, the thing you've been holding back, heaven is commanding you to do it openly. God says, let them see my glory through you. This is not just another message. This is an activation. Because what you do next will either open the floodgates of favor or close the door to your breakthrough. Listen, chosen one. The atmosphere around you is shifting. You've been feeling it. The late-night restlessness, the sudden pull in your spirit, the sense that something is about to break. That's not anxiety. That's God's urgency. He's saying, it's time. The world must see what I've placed inside you. You've been in hiding long enough. You've been quiet, underestimated, overlooked. But what they didn't know is that God was preparing you in private for a public elevation. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And now he's saying, show them, step out, speak out, move now, and do not delay. This moment is sacred. The angels of breakthrough are standing by waiting for your obedience. And your obedience has to be public. This is not a mere suggestion or gentle whisper. It is a thunderous call from the very heart of heaven. God Himself commands that you rise and declare your identity aloud in the full view of the world. There can be no hesitation, no delay, no second-guessing. The time for silence is over. Every moment you hold back, you deny the power meant to surge through your life. This declaration is your gateway, your key to unlocking everything you were born to achieve. God is not asking for your money, nor your sacrifice. He is demanding one thing: your obedience, your courage, your unwavering faith. This is the moment you must seize with all your strength. Understand this. When God speaks, the cosmos listens. You are the vessel of a divine purpose far greater than yourself. And this public act of proclamation is the spark that will ignite the flame. Imagine the ripples that start from a single stone thrown into a vast lake. This declaration will send waves crashing through every corner of your life and beyond. The eyes of angels and the watchful gaze of destiny are upon you. To refuse or hesitate is to remain stuck in the shadows of doubt. But to stand boldly and announce your truth is to step into a destiny that cannot be denied. The power in this moment is not theoretical. It is real, tangible, and alive. When you speak the words that God has placed on your heart, you activate a divine sequence already set in motion. Doors that were once locked will swing open. Chains that bound your spirit will shatter. This is your call to arms, your invitation to rise up and shine as the chosen one you were always meant to be. The world is waiting. Will you answer the call? There is no turning back now. The final hour is upon you. The moment where all preparation converges into one undeniable truth. You are chosen. You felt it simmering beneath the surface. This quiet yet persistent fire inside. It has tested your patience, stretched your faith, and sharpened your resolve. Now the waiting is over. The light that has been calling you out of darkness demands your immediate response. To delay is to resist the very hands of destiny. You stand at the threshold where hesitation ends and commitment begins. Step into the light. Chosen one, imagine a dawn breaking after the longest night. The first rays chasing away all shadows of fear and doubt. This light does not simply reveal, it empowers, transforms, and renews. It is the divine presence that surrounds you, ready to raise you above the ordinary. You are not called to walk this path alone or in silence. The entire universe is aligning with your purpose, awaiting your bold move to claim your rightful place. This is the hour when miracles are birthed, when the impossible bends to your will. The final hour is not a threat, it is a sacred invitation. Embrace it with open arms, with a heart blazing in faith. Feel the surge of courage flood your veins as you prepare to speak your truth to the world. You have trained, you have waited, and now with every fiber of your being, step forward. The light will not hesitate. It will meet you, surround you, and illuminate the path you are destined to walk. This is your moment. Own it. This is the edge, the place where the past falls away and the future explodes into existence. The point of no return is not just a line on a map. It's a spiritual frontier where fear must be conquered and faith must be unleashed. Once you cross it, everything changes. There is no going back to the old ways, no retreat to familiar comforts. This moment demands courage, raw and fierce, and a heart willing to face the unknown without flinching. The universe holds its breath as you decide. Will you step forward or freeze in place? The truth is, you have already been shaped by the journey to reach this precipice. Every struggle, every tear, every prayer has been preparing you for this leap. Think of the hero in every story who faces the abyss. Only those who dare to jump are forever changed. This is your call to become that hero. The point of no return is both terrifying and liberating because it forces you to commit fully to your destiny. The world around you may tremble, but inside you will find a new unshakable strength. Do not let fear paralyze you. Instead, let it fuel you. Remember that the divine is standing beside you, ready to catch you if you fall and to lift you higher than you ever imagined. When you take this step, you declare to the cosmos that you are ready to fulfill the plan written long before you were born. The moment is now. Move forward with conviction. For once you cross, everything changes suddenly and forever. Your voice is the instrument through which heaven will move on earth. It is not just a sound. It is a proclamation of power, a release of truth that has been buried too long in silence. To declare you're divine, calling aloud is to pull back the curtain of doubt and fear and show the world the light that burns inside you. This is not arrogance, it is obedience. It is a sacred unveiling that allows others to recognize the power God has placed within you. Imagine standing in front of your family, friends, and even strangers, and boldly announcing who you truly are. Feel the weight of those words on your tongue, but also the surge of liberation they bring. This declaration will ripple out, touching hearts and minds in ways you cannot yet imagine. People will see the transformation in your eyes, your posture, your very presence. This is your testimony, your living proof that the divine plan is alive and active within you. Remember, the world needs your courage now, more than ever. Your declaration is not just for you. It is a beacon of hope for those who struggle in the shadows of doubt. When you speak your truth openly, you ignite a fire that will inspire others to find their own calling. Stand tall, speak clearly, and let your voice be heard. This is the moment you've been preparing for all your life. In a world obsessed with material offerings, God's demand is radically different. This is not about wealth, sacrifice, or physical offerings. This is about your heart, your spirit, your absolute obedience. God is calling for action, a bold step that proves your faith is not theoretical, but alive and active. Money and possessions can be lost or gained, but obedience to God's voice is eternal power. Understand that God's call is personal and direct. He's not interested in rituals or empty gestures. He wants to see your commitment displayed publicly, because faith that is hidden remains powerless. Your obedience, spoken and witnessed, is the spark that will ignite the divine plan. It is the key that opens doors which no man can shut. God's demand is simple, but profound. Respond now fully and without reservation. Many have confused faith with passive waiting, but true faith is dynamic. It moves, speaks, and acts. The path to greatness is paved with obedience, not hesitation. Your obedience will unleash the power of heaven, activating blessings and favor beyond what you've dreamed. This is your moment to prove that your faith is real, not just in your heart, but in your actions. The people around you will become witnesses to the transformation that is about to unfold in your life. This is not a secret to keep locked away. It is a divine truth to shout from the rooftops. Your family, friends, and even those who doubt you must hear the declaration. You are chosen by God for a purpose greater than any of you have imagined. Let the world know who you truly are. Think about the impact this truth will have, not just on your life, but on theirs. When you speak your calling openly, you invite others to join you in the journey. Supporters will rally, skeptics will reconsider, and those who once ignored you will now see you with new eyes. This announcement is a seismic shift, shaking the very foundations of your relationships and opening doors to new alliances and divine connections. Even those who oppose you will feel the tremor of this proclamation. The power behind your words will silence negativity and confusion. This is not a boast. It is a spiritual fact. You are God's chosen, and your life is about to reflect that reality in ways that will leave no doubt. Speak boldly, for your voice carries the weight of destiny. Mark this sacred hour on your heart. Between 8 and 900 p.m., the universe aligns, and the gates of heaven open wider to pour out blessings upon your declaration. This is no coincidence, but divine timing, a moment carved out by God for you to publicly claim your calling. Be prepared to step into the spotlight at exactly this time, for this is when your obedience activates the divine machinery. Think of this hour as the tipping point, the catalyst that will set everything in motion. It is the hour when confusion dissipates and clarity floods your mind. When you stand boldly and speak your truth, you will feel a surge of spiritual energy unlike anything before. The heaviness on your shoulders will transform into power. The doubts in your mind will vanish, as God's promises begin to unfold. Do not underestimate the significance of this hour. Treat it with reverence and readiness. Gather your courage, gather your words, and stand firm. This sacred window is your launchpad into a new life, a life filled with purpose, power, and divine favor. When you speak at this hour, you are not alone. Heaven stands with you, ready to move. The confusion that has clouded your mind, the questions that have gnawed at your soul, are dissolving even as you hear these words. God is actively clearing the fog, replacing uncertainty with radiant clarity. No longer will you be paralyzed by fear or second guesses your calling. The divine light floods in, illuminating the path before you with unmistakable certainty. This clearing of confusion is not just a mental shift, it is a spiritual awakening. You will begin to see your life from a higher perspective, understanding the purpose behind every struggle, every delay, every silent prayer. Doubt loses its power when replaced with the unwavering truth of God's plan. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders, the burden of indecision fall away. Know that this clarity is a gift, a divine assurance that you are exactly where you need to be. The path may still challenge you, but now you walk it with eyes wide open and heart steady. The fog is gone, replaced by a vision of greatness waiting for you on the other side. Step forward with this newfound certainty. God is with you. Time is no longer your ally, but a demand for immediate action. The divine plan, intricately woven by God's hand, waits for your obedience to set it into motion. Delay means delay for destiny itself. You hold the key, the power to release blessings, miracles, and transformation simply by obeying now. Hesitation risks losing the momentum God is preparing to unleash. Consider the power of obedience in the great stories of faith. Noah building the ark before the flood, Moses leading the people out of Egypt, Esther standing before the king to save her people. In every case, the moment of obedience was the turning point. Your story is no different. The moment you declare your calling publicly is the moment the divine plan bursts forth with unstoppable force. Do not wait for perfect conditions or a sign from others. The sign is within you, the voice of God demanding action. Your obedience is the ignition switch for a series of events that will rewrite your life. The time to act is now, fast and with full heart. The divine plan depends on it. You are not meant to walk this path in isolation. The declaration you make will be the rallying cry that gathers your supporters, those who believe in you, who see the light in your eyes, and who will stand by you as witnesses to your transformation. These are the people who will uplift you, encourage you, and help carry the vision forward. Calling on your family, friends, and allies to stand with you amplifies your power and breaks down any resistance from doubt or negativity. When others witness your boldness, they too are inspired to believe. This collective energy creates a force multiplier, accelerating the fulfillment of your divine mission. Remember, even the mightiest leaders needed a tribe. Let your announcement be a declaration of unity as much as faith. Invite those around you to join the journey, to be part of something greater than themselves. Your courage will ignite theirs, creating a community bound by purpose and faith. Together, you will walk this new path, unstoppable and blessed. That heaviness you feel is not a burden. It is the weight of divine authority resting on you. It is the spiritual power God has entrusted to you, a sacred responsibility that sets you apart from the ordinary. This weight is evidence of your calling, a mantle that strengthens rather than crushes. It is the presence of God's hand on your life. Feel it as a force that sharpens your focus, deepens your wisdom, and broadens your capacity for greatness. This weight comes with the promise of spiritual insight and protection. You are not alone carrying it. God supports and empowers you with every step. This sacred weight will become your armor against fear and doubt, your guide through challenges. Embrace this spiritual burden with pride and reverence. It is the hallmark of those chosen to lead, to transform, and to shine. The world will recognize this power in you, and your influence will grow beyond what you imagined possible. This is your divine heritage. Carry it boldly. Once you publicly declare your divine calling, the ripple effects will be undeniable. Your social and spiritual status will rise, commanding respect and admiration. Doors that were once closed will open effortlessly, and your sphere of influence will expand exponentially. People will begin to see you not just as you were, but as you are meant to be, a beacon of divine authority and wisdom. This transformation is not about ego or pride. It is about fulfillment of purpose. As your spiritual power grows, so too will your ability to impact lives around you. Your words will carry weight, your decisions will be guided by divine insight, and your presence will command reverence. This is the natural fruit of obedience and faith in action. Prepare yourself for this change, for it may come suddenly and powerfully. Relationships will shift, opportunities will multiply, and your inner confidence will soar. You are stepping into a new realm where your influence matches your calling. Stand ready to lead, inspire, and transform. Hear this loud and clear. The time for doubt is over. This is your last call, your final chance to step fully into your destiny. Hesitation now only delays the blessings and breakthroughs that are waiting for you. The divine voice has spoken. Will you obey or will you remain silent? The choice is yours, but the consequences are eternal. Every moment you hesitate, you risk missing the wave of divine power, ready to sweep you forward. God's plan is patient, but not indefinite. The window for action is open, but it will close. This is not a threat, but a loving push from the Almighty, who desires to see you soar. Refuse to be the one left behind, watching others claim the promises meant for you. Take this warning to heart and move with urgency. The world is waiting for the full expression of your calling. When you finally step forward, you will look back on this moment as the turning point. The moment you chose faith over fear, action over doubt. This is your destiny calling. Do not ignore it. Prepare yourself. Your life is about to become the epicenter of divine power. God will use you as the instrument to shake the very foundations of the earth, to bring transformation a scale you have only dreamed of. This is not exaggeration. It is prophecy. Your obedience will unleash a force so mighty it will ripple across nations and generations. Are you ready to ignite this fire? The energy that will surge through you is not just spiritual. It is catalytic. It will disrupt the status quo, challenge the impossible, and bring new life where there was once despair. You are the spark that will light this blaze. It begins with your declaration and grows as your faith fuels the movement. Feel the anticipation building within you, the powerful heartbeat of God ready to move through your hands and voice. This is your call to greatness. Do you have the courage to rise and set the world on fire? The choice is yours. But know this, the world needs your light now more than ever. Now is the moment to rise as the leader you were born to be. Step up with confidence, declare your divine calling to the world, and command the destiny that awaits you. This is not just about personal triumph. It is about fulfilling a sacred mission. Your time to rule, to lead, and to inspire is here. The heavens are aligned behind you, the earth ready beneath your feet. Command your life with authority and faith. Speak boldly and act decisively. Your words carry weight. Your presence commands respect, and your spirit radiates power. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, anointed, and set apart. This is your divine right and responsibility. As you embrace this calling, know that you carry the hopes of many. Your obedience will unlock blessings, not only for you, but for all whose lives you touch. Step into your role with courage, passion, and unwavering faith. Your reign as the chosen one begins now. Embrace it fully and watch miracles unfold. This is the moment you've been preparing for your entire life. Every trial, every struggle, every whispered doubt is about to be shattered by a breakthrough so powerful it will change everything you thought was possible. The final step you take is not just a simple act. It is a gateway opening to a new reality, one filled with wonders beyond your wildest dreams. You must understand that this is no coincidence or mere chance. It's the culmination of divine timing, perfectly orchestrated by God's infinite wisdom and love. When you take this step, the very fabric of your existence will ripple with energy and transformation. The walls of limitation that have confined you will crumble, revealing a vast horizon of potential and opportunity. This breakthrough is not for the faint of heart. It is for those willing to stand boldly, to embrace vulnerability, and to declare their truth with unwavering faith. Your courage in this moment will not only uplift you, but will ignite a spark that will inspire others to rise as well. Know this, your breakthrough will be a testament to the power of obedience and trust in God's plan. It will challenge everything you thought you knew about your purpose and your destiny. The breakthrough will come swiftly and unexpectedly, like a storm clearing the sky to reveal the brightest stars. Prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, because once you step forward, there's no turning back. Your life will never be the same, and neither will the world around you. Remember, the final step is not the end. It is the grand beginning of a journey into realms of glory, power, and divine favor. This is your time to break free from the chains of doubt and fear, to shatter the glass ceilings that have held you down, and to rise like a phoenix, burning with the fire of God's promise. Embrace it fully and know that unimaginable breakthroughs are waiting just beyond that step. As soon as your voice breaks the silence and your heart publicly declares your divine calling, the universe itself begins to shift. This is not mere metaphor. This is cosmic alignment, a profound spiritual synchrony where every star, every breeze, and every moment conspires to support your purpose. The energies of creation move like rivers flowing into your path, clearing obstacles and illuminating the way forward. Your declaration is a signal to the heavens and the earth that you are ready to receive the blessings prepared just for you. This alignment will bring people, resources, and opportunities you never imagined into your life. Doors that once seemed sealed tight will swing open, and whispers of encouragement will turn into roaring waves of support. The universe rewards boldness. It listens, too, the courage of your proclamation, and responds with a cascade of miracles. You will begin to see signs, small at first, then unmistakably clear, that confirm your place on this divine journey. These signs will anchor your faith and propel you onward. It's important to remember that alignment isn't always comfortable. Sometimes the universe rearranges your life with sudden changes and challenges designed to prepare you for what's next. This is the refining fire that purifies your spirit and sharpens your resolve. Trust that each shift is purposeful, designed to bring you closer to the destiny God has marked for you. The alignment is a sacred partnership between your declaration and the unfolding of divine will. When you declare your calling, you are no longer drifting aimlessly. You become a magnet for destiny itself. The universe stops spinning out of chaos and begins to revolve around your purpose. This alignment is your cosmic invitation to rise above limitations, to seize your rightful place in the grand design, and to move boldly with the power and promise of heaven backing every step. The path ahead will not be slow or predictable. Expect sudden and dramatic shifts that may initially unsettle your soul. These shifts are not random chaos, but the deliberate movements of divine order intricately woven into your life's tapestry. Just as the earth trembles before the dawn of a new day, your life will shake and rearrange to make room for what God has planned. When you see these changes, do not fear them. Instead, embrace them as necessary steps toward your elevation. Often these sudden shifts challenge your understanding of what is possible. You may face unexpected endings or new beginnings that feel like storms tearing through your reality. Yet remember that God is the master architect, and every twist and turn is a piece of a larger puzzle, one designed for your growth, your awakening, and your triumph. These shifts will bring clarity, breaking down illusions and false comforts that have kept you confined. The most profound transformations often come wrapped in disruption, like a sculptor chiseling away the unnecessary stone to reveal a masterpiece. Divine order carves through your circumstances to reveal your true purpose. When you surrender to these shifts, you allow God's plan to unfold with greater speed and precision. Resistance only delays your breakthrough, but surrender accelerates it. Prepare your heart and mind for rapid evolution. The sudden shifts will bring new opportunities, relationships, and revelations that align perfectly with your calling. As unsettling as they may feel at first, they are sacred signals that you are moving forward. Trust the divine order, even when you cannot see the full picture, because the unseen hand is guiding you into a destiny more glorious than you can imagine. When you answer this divine call, something extraordinary happens within you. A fire ignites deep in your soul, awakening a power that has been waiting patiently beneath layers of doubt and fear. This inner power is not just strength, it is a divine force that transforms hesitation into boldness, weakness into resilience, and silence into a thunderous voice proclaiming truth. You will begin to stand taller, think clearer, and act with a confidence that radiates from within. Fear, which once held you captive, will lose its grip. The shadows that whispered lies of unworthiness and failure will flee before the light of your awakened spirit. You will find courage you never knew you had. The courage to face criticism, rejection, and even loneliness for the sake of your calling. This fearlessness is not reckless. It is rooted in faith, a deep knowing that God is with you, strengthening you every step of the way. As your inner power ignites, you will notice a profound shift in how you perceive challenges. What once seemed insurmountable will now appear as stepping stones, opportunities for growth and testimony. Your decisions will be guided by divine wisdom, and your actions will carry the weight of authority bestowed by the Creator. This power will make you a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for those around you. Remember, this inner fire is sacred and must be nurtured daily. Feed it with prayer, meditation, and the company of those who uplift your spirit. Let it burn away every doubt and limitation. When fear no longer holds sway, you step fully into your role as the chosen one, unstoppable, unshakable, and utterly aligned with your divine destiny. As you step boldly into your calling, expect your social world to shift dramatically. The people who once walked beside you may no longer fit the vision God has for your life. This is a natural and necessary pruning process, a sacred weeding that clears space for relationships rooted in truth, purpose, and divine alignment. Those who truly belong to your journey will gravitate closer, while others will drift away, making room for new allies and supporters. It can be painful to watch familiar faces fade into the background. But remember, your path is not designed to please everyone. Your calling demands a new level of authenticity and commitment that may feel foreign to those who are not on the same frequency. This separation is not a rejection. It is an invitation to deepen your connection with those who resonate with your vision and uplift your soul. The people who remain will be your true tribe, those who understand your mission and are willing to walk with you through the highs and lows. They will encourage your growth, celebrate your victories, and stand firm with you in moments of trial. Their presence will be a divine confirmation that you are on the right path and that you are not alone. Be open to welcoming new relationships that God brings into your life. Unexpected friendships, mentors, and partners who will play critical roles in your unfolding destiny. These people will help carry the weight of your mission, offering wisdom, strength, and love. Trust the divine process of refining your circle. It is a sign that your spiritual and social life is being elevated to match your calling. Once you declare your calling publicly, the heavens open channels of communication unlike anything you've experienced before. You will start to notice signs, symbols, and messages appearing in your life. Sometimes subtle, other times unmistakably clear, that affirm the path you're walking is divinely sanctioned. These signs may come in dreams, through coincidences, or the words of strangers, each carrying a sacred confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. Pay close attention to these divine whispers, for they will guide you through moments of doubt and uncertainty, when the world feels heavy and your faith wavers. These messages will serve as anchors, reminding you that God is actively involved in your journey. They are personalized, tailored to your unique mission, and often delivered in ways that resonate deeply with your spirit. Sometimes these signs will come as repeated numbers, unexpected encounters, or sudden insights that spark clarity in your mind. Other times, you may feel an overwhelming sense of peace or joy that cannot be explained by earthly circumstances. Each is a divine note written just for you.